Welcome to the seventh part of VCAA Specialist Math 2021 exam papers. In this video, we will present exam paper 2, section A, questions 16 to 20. Most students did questions from 16 to 20 relatively well. However, double angle formula in trigonometry is still a problem for those who did not answer question 16 correctly.
Hello, Math Champions! I'm Dr. Chen. If you want to improve your math skills and understanding so that you gain confidence, enjoy math more, and get better results, click subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss anything.
Welcome to this VCAA Specialist Math exam paper series. This is section A of 2021 exam 2 paper. There are total 20 multiple choice questions in section A and 6 extended response questions in section B. In this video, we will present questions from 15 to 20 in section A. In question 16, an object of mass m kilograms slides down a smooth slope that is inclined at an angle of theta degrees to the horizontal, where theta is between 0 and 45 degrees. Here we assume that the acceleration of the object down the slope is a meter per second squared, where a is greater than 0. The question is to find the acceleration of the object down the slope when the angle of inclination of the slope is doubled to 2 theta. To find the acceleration of the object down the slope when the angle of inclination is doubled, we need to find the expression of sine theta in terms of acceleration a first. So when the angle of inclination to the slope is theta, the acceleration a equals g times sine theta, where g is the gravity acceleration in meter per second squared. Hence, sine theta equals a over g. When the angle of inclination is doubled to 2 theta, the acceleration of the object down the slope becomes g times sine 2 theta. According to trigonometry double angle formulas, g times sine 2 theta equals 2g times sine theta cosine theta, which equals 2g times a over g times square root of the result of 1 minus squared of the ratio a to g, which equals 2a over g times square root of the result of g squared minus a squared. So the answer for question 15 is B. In question 17, it states that the bottles of a particular brand of soft drink are labeled as having a volume of 1.25 liters. The machines filling the bottles deliver a volume that is normally distributed with a mean of 1.26 liters and a standard deviation of 0.01 liter. The question is to find the closest probability that 6 such bottles have a mean volume that is at least the labeled volume of 1.25 liters. Based on the given criteria that a mean value of the volume is 1.26 liters and its standard deviation sigma is 0.01 liter, and the sample number n is 6, the probability when the distribution variable is greater than 1.25, which equals the probability when z is greater than 1.26 minus 1.25, or over sigma over square root of n, which is simplified to PR of z is greater than 2.45, which equals 0.992857. So the answer for question 17 is E. In question 18, it states that a scientist investigates the distribution of the masses of fish in a particular river. A 95% confidence interval for the mean mass of a fish in grams calculated from a random sample of 100 fish is from 70.2 to to 75.8. The question is to find the sample mean divided by the population standard deviation. Since the given 95% of confidence interval is from 70.2 to 75.8 and the sample number is 100. Accordingly, we have two simultaneous equations established based on the given information. The mean mass of a fish plus or minus 1.96 multiplies sigma over square root of n equals 75.8 and 70.2 respectively. Solving these two equations, we obtain the mean mass of a fish, which equals 73 grams, and its standard deviation, sigma, equals 14.2857 grams. Hence, their ratio equals 5.11. Therefore, the answer for question 18 is C. Question 19 states that the mean unscaled score for a certain assessment task is 25 and the variance is 36. The scores are scaled so that the mean score is 30 and the variance is 49. Let S be the scaled score to the nearest integer and let X be the unscaled scores. If the scaling function takes the form S equals mx plus n, where m is a positive real number and n is also real. Then the question is to calculate the scaled score for a score of 32. Based on the distribution probabilities of both scaled and unscaled scores are equal to each other, as well as the given values of mean and the standard deviation of both unscaled and scaled distributions. We have PR of x is greater than 32 equals PR of S is greater than S. Because S minus mu S all over sigma S equals X minus mu X all over sigma X, which gives S equals 7 over 6, multiplies X minus 25 all in parentheses plus 30. It follows that S equals 38.167. Hence, the answer for question 19 is D. Question 20 tells us that two coffee machines operate independently of each other. The time taken for each machine to produce a cup of coffee is normally distributed with a mean of 30 seconds and a standard deviation of 5 seconds. On a particular morning, a cup of coffee is produced from each machine. The question is to find the probability that the time taken by each coffee machine to produce one cup of coffee will differ by less than 3 seconds. Since two coffee machines operate independently, it is a question related to linear combination of two independent random variables. If we assume the distribution variables of the two coffee machines are x and y, then the expected value as well as the variance of their combination can be expressed to E of ax plus by equals a times E of x plus b times ey. VAR of ax plus by equals a squared times VAR of x plus b squared times VAR of y. In this case, a equals 1 and b equals -1. Hence, E of x minus y equals 0. VAR of x minus y equals 5 squared plus 5 squared, which equals 50 seconds. Thus, the standard deviation of x minus y equals 5 square root 2. Therefore, the probability to produce one cup of coffee differ by less than 3 seconds equals PR of z between -3 over 5 square root 2 to 3 over 5 square root 2, which equals 0.328626. So the answer for question 20 is C.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to help me make more math content like this. I will see you in the next video.